In the last chapter, what happened? It was the third important thing.
They were helping Mr. Hampton.
Yeah. They were helping Mr. Hampton. They were breaking mirrors. And then, Officer Billy and him talk about how he's not going to quit. And he tries to ask Officer Billy about the 7 most important things. And she's like, what are you talking about? I don't do homework. Is this for school? So now we are on 179, and this is chapter 38. All right. It turned out that Arthur wasn't the only one keeping secrets from people. The next day, his sister dropped a bombshell about their mom. Mom's got a boyfriend who's coming over for supper on Sunday, she told Arthur while they were sitting in the kitchen polishing off a bag of corn chips after school. What? Arthur felt as if someone had suddenly dumped a barrel of ice water over his head. His whole body turned cold in an instant. So Barbara, drops this big bomb on him. Hey, Mom's got a boyfriend. He's coming over for dinner. And this feels, terrible to Arthur. He's like, oh, my God, it's shocking to him. But I'm not supposed to tell you, Barbara replied quickly as she shoved a handful of Fritos into her mouth. Mom said she's going to talk to you about it later when the time is right. She's not supposed to tell him, but she just, drops it on him anyway. Arthur sat frozen in his dad's chair in the banana yellow kitchen that his dad had painted, unable to believe what his sister had just said. His mom had a boyfriend, and he was coming over to their house for supper? So keep in mind, his dad died, not that long ago. 5 months now. So she's moving on. So this is, big for him. Top of 180. This was way worse than throwing out his dad's stuff. This was throwing out his dad and replacing him with someone else. How could his mom do that to them? Barbara stopped eating and stared at him. You look kind of strange. Are you okay, Arthur? You look like you're going to throw up. Arthur shook his head. I'm fine. She pushed the Fritos bag closer to him. You can have the rest if you want. That's okay. You want to watch some cartoons with me? No. Barbara tilted her blonde head, studying him. I think you look sick. You should go to bed. I can bring you a thermometer and a bucket if you want one. Stop it. Just go and watch some TV, Barbara, Arthur snapped. All right. Barbara slid off the chair. She bounced from one foot to the other, standing in the kitchen doorway as if she was uncertain about leaving or needed to pee. You sure? She said. Arthur had to bite his tongue to keep himself from shouting, shut up and leave me alone, at Barbara. Instead, he looked at the clock above the stove and told her in the most patient voice he could manage that if she didn't hurry, she was going to miss Looney Tunes. So he feels like screaming at her, but he holds it in and is like, just go watch Looney Tunes. You're going to miss it. Okay, I'm going. But before she left, Barbara said in a rush, his name is Roger, and I've met him already, and he's pretty nice. He's a carpenter. Do you know what they do? Arthur felt his heart squeezing into a tighter and tighter ball. It was just a coincidence, he tried to tell himself. He builds things out of pieces of wood, Barbara shouted proudly, and he's making a birdhouse for Mom. But don't tell her, okay?
Mr. Hampton.
She's really bad at keeping secrets.
I don't think she did Mr. Hampton. I should.
Okay, Arthur nodded, feeling numb. There was no way some loser named Roger could be the 4th most important thing. All right, let's see. This next one is a little longer. We'll read a little bit.
It's definitely Mr. Hampton.